Welcome to this overview of predefined billing batches, part of the structured billing process in CO3 Nucleus. From Contract Billing, click Billing Batches. The predefined billing batch listing screen opens in the default site of the logged-in user. Verify that you are working in the correct site before proceeding. Any existing billing batches will be listed. To create a new billing batch, click the Add button in the ribbon. The Add New Billing Batch screen opens, displaying contract types, fee types, and contracts to be invoiced. To optimize the billing process, organize contracts into clear and accurate batches. Keep in mind that billing batches simply group contracts for processing, whereas the billing run actually generates the invoices. Contracts are billed according to their configured billing frequency and billing day. Only contracts due for billing appear in the list. You can filter the contract listing using billing day, contract types, and fee types. By default, all contract types and fee types are selected. Deselect as needed. Billing day is an internal reference within each contract, allowing flexible groupings for billing. Select the required billing day filter from the drop-down menu or use 0 to display all contracts. If fees and meter charges are billed separately, such as rental and service fees at the start of the month and meter charges at the end of the month, ensure you select the correct fee type. Once filters are in place, begin compiling a batch using the drag-and-drop functionality. To drag a single item, click and hold in the row selector column, then drag the item to an empty row in the grid and release. For multiple items, select a range using the Shift key or select non-sequential rows using the Control key. Then click and hold in the row selector column to drag and drop them as a group. As a line or multiple lines are dropped, a window pops up to specify the batch description. Enter the batch name and click OK. To create a new batch, repeat the drag and drop onto a new line, then name the batch in the pop-up window. Expand contracts to view associated fees or meter charges. To remove a contract from a batch, right-click the contract row, then click Delete Contract from Batch. A message pops up asking if you are sure you want to remove the contract from the batch. Select Yes to return the contract for reselection. To add a contract to an existing batch, drop into the batch description row, not into the subgrid. If a consolidated customer is included in your selection and some fees are missing, a message appears. The system will still process the customer as consolidated. Select Yes or No as appropriate to confirm. If you select No, a message pops up to confirm that the drag drop has been canceled. Click OK to close the message and adjust your selection. If you change the billing day filter before saving any batches, the screen refreshes and unsaved batches are cleared, requiring you to start over with a new selection. When you click Save, a confirmation message appears asking if you are sure you want to save the predefined batches. Select Yes to confirm. If any meter readings have not been released, a message indicates how many remain and asks if you want to proceed. If you choose Yes, the batches are saved to the predefined billing batch listing. Create additional batches as needed. All saved batches can be selected from the predefined batch filter in the billing run based on the site you select. If you click Save and select No to the confirmation message, the Save button will be grayed out. Click the Back button, then click Add to restart the process. Use the Export button to export the batch listing to an Excel spreadsheet. To delete a batch from the predefined billing batch listing, select the relevant batch. Then right-click the row and select Delete from the menu. A message asks if you are sure you want to delete the predefined batch. If you select Yes, the batch will be deleted from the data grid. Click OK to close the confirmation message. If you wish to edit a batch, right-click the batch row and select Edit from the menu. The Edit Billing Batch screen opens. Make the required changes, then save the settings. The data grid displays key information, including the batch limit. This is the number of contracts allowed per batch and is determined by the setting in Nucleus Configurator. If you exceed this limit, a message pops up, indicating that the number of contracts and machines exceeds the maximum and prompting you to try again. Click OK to close the message and restart your selection. To rename a batch, click in the relevant description field. Enter the batch name, then click Save to store the batch for the billing run. Once you have created predefined billing and billing preview batches, you can schedule them to run automatically. To begin, navigate to Contract Billing and select Batch Scheduling. The Billing Batch Scheduling screen displays all unscheduled billing and preview batches alongside a calendar for scheduling with dedicated columns for billing and preview. Use the ribbon toolbar buttons to customize your calendar view. To begin scheduling, filter the data grid as needed to make selection easier. Next, select a batch row and drag it to the appropriate date under the billing or preview column, depending on the batch type. When you drop the batch onto the calendar, a message pops up asking if you are sure you want to schedule the batch. Select Yes to confirm the batch on that date. Repeat this process as needed for additional batches. To remove a batch from the calendar, right-click the correct batch and click Delete. The batch is returned to the data grid and is available for rescheduling. Use the backward and forward buttons to navigate the calendar. To reschedule a batch, select the relevant batch and drag it to the required date. Select Yes on the message prompt to confirm that you want to reschedule the batch. When all required batches have been scheduled, the system will process the selected contracts and generate the corresponding billing at the scheduled time. Depending on your settings in Nucleus Configurator, invoices will be created automatically or must be generated manually. Once complete, the system will send a confirmation email indicating whether the processing was successful or if any errors occurred. Batch scheduling facilitates consistent billing with minimal manual intervention, especially in high-volume environments. Businesses make better decisions with CO3 Nucleus.